Hello, everyone. I've just been looking over all of these old posts that I've written over the years and just really reinforcing not just living from the concepts, but or embodying the concepts, really, is what I'm seeing as the most important. This idea of better than or less than, right or wrong, good or bad. We divide the world up into these ideas based on what been conditioned to believe. It's inherited beliefs. We look at another person, and when we let go of our experience and observe how they interact with the world, right away the mind will judge it. Our mind will judge it compared to what we've been taught is right. We assume that our thoughts are the truth, that we are somehow the saviors of the world. We don't necessarily think these thoughts, but we believe in the absolute truth of our thoughts. That our way of being is somehow more right than other ways of being. But we never stop to question, is that actually true? We never really stop to observe how we all do this. We all have tendencies to get righteous about certain things, believing that our way is the best way. And so often, if we don't catch those, we're imposing our viewpoint on others. And it doesn't come from a place of sharing an observation or a preference or a belief that we may have. It comes from a place of trying to convince the other of their inherent wrongness. And how horrible does that leave us feeling? When other people do it to us, yet we continue to do it to others, believing that we are the right ones, when really it's just another perception. Our way of being is no more right in the deepest truth than anyone else's. They all have permission to be. And when we start to see that it's really just different ways of being, we just start to become very curious and accepting of those other ways of being. We're not judging them. We're allowing them to be. We're seeing their inherent beauty. That it's the same life force living through them, yet it's expressing differently. Our way is no more right than their way, it's just a different way. What feels true for us may not feel true for them. They have they have the same life force, but they have their own unique expression that wants to come through them and wants to be allowed. So the beautiful place is when we can let go of this belief that our thoughts are inherently true and that we are more right than others, and give everyone else permission to have their own ways of being and to celebrate it with them. We don't need to judge them. We see that there's really nothing to judge. It's just a different way of being, expressing itself. To be celebrated is all. And when we come to that place of celebration, that's when we feel very free inside. We're no longer seeing ourselves in this constant battle with all those around us, feeling all this energy being drained from us from trying to convince other people. If only the world was how I see it, or I think it should be, then I can be free. We see that's not true. Nothing needs to be different for us to be free. It's just a seeing that there's unique expressions happening, and our mind is going to judge it based on what we've, through our unique lens, what we've been conditioned to believe, and also just through our life path, unique personality and expression that comes through us. No longer do we have to be righteous and the savior or convince anyone of anything. We can allow them to be, and it's a beautiful invitation, a beautiful place to live from.